Are you accountable as an entrepreneur? Hi everyone, I am Coach David J. Greer. Today I want to talk to you about being an entrepreneur and business owner and being accountable. When I first hired my coach, I thought I was a very accountable person. And what I realized was I actually wasn't all that accountable. I also realized that I like to make the rules so that when the rules weren't working out for me, I would change the rules, which is just another way of not being accountable. And then, of course, as an alcoholic, it was very convenient that I wasn't always accountable so that I could isolate and have time for drinking and not have that be questioned by anyone. So in many ways, I was not that accountable as an entrepreneur. And I want to let you know that didn't work out all that well for me. There's three areas I think that we should look at as entrepreneurs and business owners for accountability. So the first place would be to ourselves. So do we set goals for ourselves and then not take any steps to achieve them? Do we have a kind of business that we want to create and a life that we want to live, and then we don't actually do that? So there's this whole internal, can I do things that I want that will get me where I want to go? And truthfully, for anyone, but especially for business owners and CEOs, that's really hard to do. And that's one of the things that I do as a coach, is help people like you stay accountable to themselves. The second place I'd like you to think about accountability is to employees. I remember a high-performing individual I worked with a few years ago as a consultant, and he told me about the previous CEO that he'd been working for. And when the CEO said something, in a new direction, he didn't pay much attention. If the CEO repeated it later, a second time, he started to perk up and pay more attention. And if the CEO said it a third time, then my friend knew that something was actually going to happen. Being accountable to our employees, I think, means writing things down. It's very hard to keep track of verbal promises, and there's really no accountability for that. I'm a big proponent of setting clear, crystal clear, quarterly goals with clear finish lines, no more than 3, 4, absolute maximum 5 for a quarter, and that those are written down, and that's what everyone is pulling towards. And employees watch. You are the biggest loudspeaker for your business. And if you set a set of goals and then everyone is seeing that you're not doing anything active to make those goals come true, they know that those goals are not really serious. And then finally, the third area of accountability would be to your investors and to your board, if you have those in your business. And again, boards are there to keep you and the company accountable for all of the stakeholders, for the investors, the employees, suppliers, and I recently had an issue I was told about where a CEO had made some very concrete promises and said, "Oh, it's no problem, they'll be easy." And 6 months later, they still haven't delivered, and are now well past 6 months late on delivering them. And now the board is stuck with, okay, what do we do? Do we have to remove the founder? Is this business not actually viable? And a next round of investment actually rests on that decision. So it's kind of a serious, it isn't kind of, it's a serious issue. And it's all down to an entrepreneur who isn't able to be accountable. So I know what that's like. It's really hard to keep us accountable. Wild and crazy, often distracted entrepreneurs. And I know for me, I've had a coach for the last 13, 14 years, and having a coach has done wonders for me to actually get what I want in business and in life, because I have someone who holds me accountable. So if you would like someone like that in your life, I would be happy to talk to you about being a coach and how I hold people accountable. Give me a call at the number on the screen, or it'll be down below in the description. Reach out by giving me a call or send me an email, and let's book a time where we can talk about what it means for an entrepreneur to be accountable. Here's my promise to entrepreneurs. Spend 1 hour with me and you will have 3 ideas that will accelerate your business in 90 days. What are you waiting for? I'm Coach David J. Greer. You can learn more on my website, coachdjgreer.com. And if you're stuck, just call me, 604-721-5732.